In this video, let's see the verification of Rolle's theorem. So Rolle's theorem, you know that has to be verified, and for that you have to check the three conditions. The first is for continuity, the second is for differentiability, and the third is checking the value of the function at the end intervals given to you. Now let's see what the question has to say. It says verify Rolle's theorem. Verify Rolle's theorem on fx is equal to sine square x in 0 to pi interval or on 0 to pi interval. For that, let me write the heading solution and let me explain it to you then how to do it. So basically the function is fx is equal to sine square x. Can I not write fx is equal to sine square x as sine x with the product of again sine x? So sine x multiplied by 2 times with the same sine x into sine x gives me sine square x, right? Now sine square x is given to you. For checking the first condition, that means the continuity. For checking the continuity, let's see how to do it. I know that sine square x is the given function, which is nothing but the product of sine x and sine x only. And you know that sine x is always continuous. This sine x is also always continuous, and the product of two continuous functions is also always continuous. So that means you will say that sine square x is continuous, and you have to explain to the examiner that why is sine square x continuous? Because the product of two continuous functions is always continuous. And you know what are the two continuous functions? These are the same, that is sin x multiplied by sin x. So that is about the continuity. What about the differentiability? So about the differentiability also you will speak the same thing. You will explain the same thing. You know that sin x is such that it is always differentiable, and that is why sin x will also be differentiable in the interval 0 to pi. But remember, in differentiability, make it the open interval 0 to pi, and here in continuity, make it the closed interval 0 to pi. Do not make this mistake of open and closed interval, do not get confused. Next is the third condition. So that is the first, that is the second condition, that is the third condition. The third is the checking of f of a, where a is 0, and f of b. So what is f of 0? That means in sine square x you have to basically go about doing sine square 0, which is 0. So okay, f0 is 0. What about f of pi? F of pi means you have to basically do sine square pi. So what is sine pi? Sine pi is 0, sine square pi is also 0. So that means f of 0 is equal to f of pi. F of 0 is equal to f of pi. So all three conditions of Rolle's theorem are satisfied. So condition 1, condition 2, condition 3, all are satisfied. So you have to write like this. So all conditions of Rolle's theorem are satisfied. So if all conditions of Rolle's theorem are satisfied, there exists C belongs to AB such that f dash C equal to 0. You have to write all this. Please do not think that in mathematics you do not need to write all the statements, directly solve it. These are such kind of questions based on mean value theorems wherein you have to write each and every step. Only then it will fetch you all the marks, right? So f dash C equal to 0. Where is f of x? F of x is here. If you want to find f dash x, what you will do? You will differentiate it. By the chain rule, it becomes 2 sin x, and then the differentiation of sin x is cos x. So it is 2 sin x cos x, which is nothing but sin 2x only, right? So it is sin 2x because of the formula that sin 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta. F dash C should be 0. F dash C means sin 2c. Sin 2c should be 0. Now by the general solution, you know that sin 2c should be equal to sine n pi, where n belongs to integer or where n is an integer. Comparing, you have 2c is equal to n pi. Now you have to actually vary different values of n and check in this interval only 0 to pi. Now it means that 2c is equal to n pi. That is what we mean by this comparison. And if n value is 1, it means 2c is equal to pi. So for n is equal to 1, I have 2c is equal to pi or c is equal to pi by 2. Now c is equal to pi by 2. Does pi by 2 lie in 0 to pi? Yes, it does. So my answer is what? So I say that c is equal to pi by 2 for f dash c equal to 0. If I need to verify the Rolle's theorem, I would be reaching a solution wherein I find my c value is equal to pi by 2.